Hello, this is Lance Johns driving loving more baby. I'm gonna talk about my home city again, but I'm gonna talk about the bad stuff. I may get a lot of backlash, but I have a right to my opinion. I mean, I can talk about Little Rock because I'm from there, so I can talk about Little Rock. And I'm gonna try to do a video on North Little Rock because I lived there part of my seventh grade year. I'm trying to do a video on Memphis. Two of each. Even though North Rock is in the Little Rock area, I'm trying to do a video about North Little Rock. And Memphis the same thing, and Phoenix the same thing, and Las Vegas and Houston the same thing. I mean, technically, I haven't lived in Las Vegas. I lived in Clark County, but I'm gonna do one on Las Vegas, and I'm gonna do one on probably Houston too, cause I lived in Houston. I mean, if I liked Houston, I would still be there. But 10 bad things about Little Rock. If you're moving there, you need to know. The other video was like 10 good things about Little Rock, but 10 bad things is that Little Rock, you need a car because the bus system is not that good. I remember when I rode a bus from my granny house when I was working at McDonald's and Rallies and maybe other places. Well, really, Rallies, and then like going to Eula too. Well, going to Eula wasn't that bad. It was just one bus. But going to Rallies, I had or McDonald's, I had to catch ULR, but they stopped doing ULR. They changed us South Highland, I think the ULR, if they even still have that. I had to catch ULR went down 13th Street to downtown, then catch downtown. McDonald's, it was Pulaski Heights, the bus. Rallies on West Markham, it was the West Markham bus, which used to be West 7, but it changed to West Markham. And I remember it was times when my grandfather, his truck wasn't running as good. I remember he would take me to like 7th Street and what's that street called? 7th Street and I think Booker, yeah. He would take me over there because his truck wasn't running good. I remember one day he had to come get me before his truck completely went out, and he was yelling at me the whole time back home because I didn't have a ride. But I know my friend offered to give me a ride home, Robert, but Granddaddy was always coming to get me, so I'm like, I'm not finna have him come out there. I won't be there. He was already mad about coming to get me, so I just rode with him and I dealt with the yelling and stuff. That's why when my car broke down in 1996, I decided it was time to get a car, and everybody was talking to me getting a car. You know, people I work with, you need a car. Desmond, my manager, prior, you know, he was working at St. Montfort. He sold my car. Then my cousin Wayne was convinced me to get a car. To it, they was all convinced me, so I went for it. I just was afraid that I would be in debt and stuff. I'm in debt now still, but at the time, you know, I just paid off my credit cards, you know, from Memphis, and I was just trying to get my life back together because 1996 was a rough year. But back to the subject. Yeah, you need a car, or you're gonna be paying for the bus, paying for Uber, Lyft, and a taxi, which is probably higher than Uber and Lyft. Okay, the second reason why you shouldn't move to Little Rock, cause I mean this really has nothing to do with it, but this was basically this really has nothing to do with it, but this is a reason why I won't move back. But I remember in 1994 and 2004 they had a gang banging part 1 and 2, gang war banging in Little Rock 1994, gang war 2 back in the hood. I remember this video. I seen my cousin was on there dancing, and their friends. I seen classmates. I seen people I grew up with in that video. That first video, then that second video. My classmate Derek, you know, he got paralyzed. He was in the hospital bed. He died. Gang banging is serious. You know, if you don't gang bang, you don't have to gang bang because you can either be locked up or get killed. If you gang bang and try to get out of it, because it's not a good sight. Yeah, but yeah, because the I don't know if game bang is out of control, but I know I know the crime has went up there, and that's another number I'm gonna talk about. But yeah, the game banging movies gave look like a bad name. When I was in Memphis for my semester, I used to always get teased about Little Rock all the time, game banging and stuff. That got on my nerves. But anyway, yeah, at the University of Memphis, my first semester, it got on my nerves. It really did. Then number three, the homeless population is out of control. University Avenue down University, like University of Asher, they're all along Asher. Like I remember I went to that Kroger on Kern Glen, which was Asher, over there, over there where Walmart used to be at, like in that area. People was always asking for money, and I tell them no, and I tell them get away from me, and I go off on them. I know the people over there, they can be very aggressive. I remember one time, and this will never happen to me again. I remember like 2001. I was at that Tesco station. They closed it though, but what McDonald's is when it was still Tesco, and this man asked me for money, and I told him no, and then he got mad. He got mad, and he had like he wanted to do something. So I went inside the station until he left, but that will never happen again. I'm not gonna let nobody chase me down. No, I'm gonna deal. I'm gonna deal with that problem. I'm gonna tell them get the fuck away from me. I mean, I do have a gun, but I need to practice shooting it. I'm not gonna let nobody fuck with me or anything like that. I don't care. I'm in Little Rock. I'm in Phoenix. I'm in California. Fuck that. I'm never let nobody chase me down or whatever. Fuck that. I am not finna allow that to happen. If you're a homeless person, if I tell you no, you need to keep walking. Because I don't have time for games. If you want to stop being homeless, get help. But as long as you're homeless, as long as you ain't trying to help yourself, then that's your problem. But yeah, the homeless problem in Little Rock has gotten bad. It's bad in Phoenix and it's bad in Las Vegas. I'm sure it's bad in Memphis and it's definitely bad in California. But yeah, Little Rock it's not really a big city like Las Vegas is or Phoenix, but the homeless problem shouldn't be that bad. Okay, next one. The crime has went up. Property theft, burglary, violent crimes. The crimes is like 170 above the national average. And Little Rock is ghetto in some places. And some polls that say 199 above the national average is up there. I mean, they say Little Rock is getting like Pine Bluff almost. I keep hearing that, but I know the bad areas of Little Rock. Like the worst neighborhoods. But I mean, there are good people in bad areas. God's Friends Baseline, south of Little Rock, has gotten bad. South of 630 University Avenue, that area has gotten bad. Like the West End, Battery to Martin Luther King, like near downtown Quapaw, like in there, has gotten bad. The Eula area has gotten bad. Borough Park has always be bad. That's why they say don't be at Borough Park at nighttime because a lot of stuff going on. Downtown, of course, has gotten bad. But I know the East End has always been bad. But I know the East End, they have like cleaned up the East End. They like tore down a lot of stuff to spare the airport out. So it's probably not as bad as it used to be. But I know people need to take control of their neighborhoods, get the bad folks out of there. They need to fight back and get the folks out of there. The freeways and streets are too small. No HOV lanes. I mean, They have wired up 630 from University to 430, but they need wired up 630 on the other side. They need to put HOV lanes on these freeways. I mean, they gonna have to spend a lot of money like redoing the bridges and ramps and everything, but it's something that they need to do or do something like that because they really need HOV lanes bad, like in other cities. Because they even have HOV lanes in Memphis on Interstate 40. I was surprised. I was shocked to see that. Um, there's not enough nightlife options. The tourists, um, the town's too boring. Not enough entertainment either. Every time someone wants to come to Little Rock, like Macy's, Costco, Safeway, Albertsons, they used to have Safeway, but they closed it in 1989. Albertsons, Nordstrom's, Neiman Marcus, In-N-Out Burger, Fat Burger, Whataburger. They used to have Whataburger years ago. Super Target, they all get shut down. Walmart and Dillard's, they love to shut down these places. They don't want them to come. Um, Little Rock don't have enough competition because like out here in the west part of the country, Southwest, they have a lot of stores. There are a lot of stores compete with each other. They have good sales to compete with each other to get the customer. Little Rock, your only options for grocery store is like the Edwards, and a lot of Edwards stores used to be Hard Foods. We used to be Safeway. City, oh, they don't have City Mart no more. That store on Asher and Borough Park. I mean, no, 36th Street used to be Hard Foods and Safeway. I can't think of the name. That store used to be Hard Foods and Safeway, and then like um the Kroger on Market Right Pyramid and Kroger on um McCain and North Hills used to be Skaggs, Alpha Beta. I know the gas at Beta that was on Cantor became Hard Foods, and then Walmart had Neighborhood Market, they ended up closing it. I know the one in South Little Rock is part of the State Trooper Plaza. But yeah, and then the Kroger in Jacksonville used to be Safeway and Harvest Foods, and the one in North Little Rock on I'm not probably talking about these other cities. Persian and Pike used to be Safeway. It was Harvest Foods. It then became Kroger. They ended up closing it because crime is bad. But yeah, every time they try to bring something to Little Rock, they always close it down because they want Little Rock to stay how it is. They don't want no change. They want everything to stay the same. Little Rock needs Costco. They need Macy's. They need Winco, which is out in Phoenix and Las Vegas and California and other places. They need Winco. They need a lot of other stores that's not Kroger or Walmart or Edwards, whatever, food market or whatever you call it. They need other stores because Little Rock is too big not to have grocery stores. Yeah, because Walmart and Kroger are too greedy. They need other stores to get in there and compete with them. I mean, they used to have Mega Market. It became Jenny. They ended up closing down Harvest Foods. It was absorbing Harvest Foods. And now those stores are no more. Yeah, every time they have a store, it always changes something else. They need a store that will stay there and last. Okay. Okay, the lack of jobs. Yeah, yeah, like I was saying, that they don't have a lot of business there. I mean, they have hospitals, they have the state jobs, they have the county jobs, they have the post office, which is a government job. They have Walmart. Walmart sucks. They have Kroger. Kroger's better, but um, a lot of people don't like union jobs, but you don't have to be in the union. You work at Kroger, and then these local stores, they probably don't pay as much as they do. And they don't have a lot. They have a lot of fast food jobs, but fast food job don't pay the bills unless you're a manager or something, like a store manager, something you get paid or something. But I really did go to bed. But yeah, they don't have a lot of jobs there. and they need more people. I mean, they did put Amazon there in North Little Rock. That's not Little Rock though, but they need to put more jobs there so people can stay. Cause how they're going now is ridiculous. Yeah, so they need more jobs because like the cost of living there is too low. They raise minimum wage. They do a lot in Little Rock that they have not did yet. And also, Little Rock is humid. The tornadoes, the bugs, mosquitoes, the pollen, the storms from the hurricanes, the thunder storms, the lightning. You gotta do all that. I mean, snow. You know, you just have to stay in the house and not try to drive on it. But you can have a tornado. It can like kill you. It can like destroy your house. So it's always best to have a lot of insurance on your house and stuff, homeowners insurance. Um, if you're in a flash flood area, a flash flood insurance, you just need to be ready because when these storms come, it don't care where it hit, it will hit you. I mean, my auntie had, sorry. My auntie had to rebuild her house in South Little Rock. Well, outside of Little Rock, I forgot Spring because of the 1997 tornado. So it's real. That's real. That's really real. So, um, if you go to Little Rock, you need to think about these things I said and research before you move to Little Rock because this is not a joke. But anyway, I need to go. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Like, share, subscribe, hit up notification, comment below. You see something, say something, I'm afraid to speak out. Wear a mask, sit your social distance, wash sanitize your hands. You feel sick, stay at home. Um, you feel like you need to take the coronavirus test, take it. Call a doctor before you go to the hospital if it's that bad. But thank you and have a good day. Oh, sorry. Ugh.